Good morning, my dear students. Myself, Kausar Momin, 8th Standard Subject Science, Chapter number 14, Measurement and Effects of Heat. So, before to start this chapter, we will go ahead with the word heat. What is heat? So, we all have studied this heat definition in your previous standard. So, can you recall it, the definition for heat? So we can say that heat is the form of energy that is transferred between systems or objects with different temperatures. And we can define it another words, which is flowing from high temperature system to the low temperature system. It also referred as heat energy or thermal energy. Okay, so heat is typically measured in calories and joules, or we can say BTU. So this is the basic information about heat. Heat can transfer from one substance to one object to another. So all these things we have to study in detail in this chapter. So here are the various effects of heat. You can observe here in this images. You can observe here the water is warm. This is ice gets melting. This is a part of heat. Here also you can observe some, due to effect of heat it is gonna fly. So all these parts of heat they get transferred. You can see, observe, the heat gets transferred from this utensil to water, and then water gets boiled. Okay, so all these concept we already studied. So we have seen in previous standard, in our previous standard, that heat is a form of energy which flows from object higher temperature to a low temperature. Okay, so temperature of an object tells us how hot and cold the object. Obviously, if you keep like a utensil on a gas, if you touch immediately, then it will not hot. Then after some time, it gets hot. So we can say, if you like whatever the heat, it gives you an idea for hot and cold object. Thus, the temperature of ice cream is less than the temperature of tea. Obviously, it is very common. We all know about this. So, and we have seen that when we give heat to an object, it expands and it contracts on cooling. Obviously, example of ice. If you give heat to the ice, it gets expand. If you cool it out, then it gets, the water gets squeezes. Okay, so also states of matter changes due to heat, because solid to liquid, liquid to gaseous, all these states of matter also change due to the, with the help of heat. Okay, so the unit of heat is, in SI system is joule, and in CGS system is calorie. Both are the units of heat only, but in SI system it is joule and in CGS system is calorie. Likewise, how we are saying kilogram and gram, in the similar manner heat also has units, which is SI system joule and CGS system calorie. 1 calorie is equivalent to 4.18 joule. 1 calorie is equals to 4.18 joule. 1 calorie heat is the heat required to increase the temperature of 1 gram of water through 1 degree Celsius. So these are the ranges for the same. Now we will go ahead with sources of heat. Obviously, just think and imagine from where heat comes. If you will think, definitely very first idea you will receive, which is sun. Through the sun is the source of heat, which is heat is coming to our earth. So we can say sun is the biggest source of heat received by the earth. A large amount of heat is generated due to the nuclear fusion taking place in its center. In this process, hydrogen nuclei fuse together to form helium nuclei, generating heat in the process. Some of reaches to the earth in the form of light and heat. This is the procedure of heat which is creating in the sun, and few amount of energy which reaches to the earth in the form of light. So we can say sun is the biggest source of light. Now next is earth. As the temperature at the center of earth is high, the earth is also a source of heat. This is called geothermal energy. within the earth also there is a form of energy, and that energy is called as geothermal energy. Next is chemical energy. When fuels like wood, coal, petrol burn, their chemical reactions between the fuel and oxygen, and heat is generated in this reaction. Obviously we all know about, if you burn the coal, wood, petrol, then some amount of heat is creating through it, and we can say it as chemical due to the chemical reaction with the combination of fuel and oxygen, heat is generated. Next is electrical energy. In our daily life, we have seen several equipments which produce heat with the help of electricity. Example, electric press, electric heater. Obviously we all are using electric heater to warm the water, and we are having bath every day, right? Electric press, we are pressing our clothes with the help of electric press. Definitely heat is creating over there, so we can say electricity is also part of source of heat. Okay, now next is atomic energy. A huge amount of heat is produced in a very short time when the nuclei of some elements like uranium, thorium, etc. undergo fission. This is used in atomic energy projects. Whatever bomb explosion, all are the parts of atomic energy only. The combination of due to the combination of fission, uranium, thorium gets come in contact, and then the lot of amount energy is releases from same, and that is called as atomic energy. Okay, now next is air. A large amount of heat is present in the air around us. In the air also large amount of heat is present. Okay, so these are the sources of heat. What are the sources? Very first is sun, next is earth, chemical energy, electrical energy, atomic energy, and air. These are the sources of earth. So please, now here one activity is given over here. Let's go ahead with the activity. We have to consider in this activity 3 vessels, and we can name it as vessel A, vessel B, and vessel C. Fill A with hot water and B with cold water. Dip your right hand in A and left hand in B. Keep them immersed 2 to 3 minutes. Now dip both hands in C. What you feel? Obviously one is hot, another one is cold, and if you put your both hands in C, so little bit of variations are there. You feel little bit variations of the temperature. So what type of temperature variation is there? So both the hands are dipped in water in the same vessel, that is water at the same temperature. First of all, both the hands had different temperature, and after removing this from these 2 vessels, we put our both hands in the same vessel, so temperature is same, but right hand will find water to be cold, because right hand with which water? A with hot water and B with cold water. So right hand was cold, so it will feel that much cold as compared to left hand. So we can say that we can find it over here. We can find which one is hot as compared to cold, which hand is hot as compared to cold hand. Okay, so what is the reason behind it? Like how we can find out this? So we can understand from this activity, we cannot determine a proper temperature with the help of dipping of the hand. So we should know the measurement of temperature, how to measure the temperature, and there is an instrument for the same, and the name of the instrument is thermometer. With the dipping of hand, definitely we cannot find the rate of temperature. For the same, we need an instrument, and that instrument is thermometer. So this instrument or device we can use, and we can measure the temperature. So we have read about the thermometer in previous class also. Okay, and in this lesson also we will learn about the construction of thermometer. So next is Now next we should go ahead with the next topic, and the next topics we have to see the difference between heat and temperature, like what is exactly heat and what is temperature. So the amount of heat we have to measure, and when we are measuring the amount of heat, obviously it gets like we are measuring in the form of temperature only. Okay, so can you tell me what is the difference between heat and temperature? Definitely the amount of heat we are measuring with the temperature way. Okay, so we know that substance is made up of atoms. Obviously we all know any substance has constructions of atoms. So atoms in a substance are always in a motion. In any substance, all the atoms are having motion. The total kinetic energy of the atoms in a substance is measure of the heat contained in a substance. So if you want to measure the total kinetic energy, then we can measure the total kinetic energy with the help of the substance which are present in it. While the temperature of a substance is related to the average kinetic energy of the atoms. So we can say that if the average kinetic energy of atom in two objects is equal, then their temperatures will be also equal. Okay, so whatever the kinetic energy has the atoms, so we can calculate and we can say that that much temperature is available in it. So with it, along with this, there is a diagram, and this diagram gives you an idea of motion of atoms in gas and solid. So you can observe here, this is hot gas, this is cooler gas, and this is solid. So we can say this is the motion in hot gas. You can observe here this motion. In cooler gas, the atoms are having this type of motion which are present in the solid. So we can say, along with this figure, you can observe here figure A and figure B will gives you the velocities of atoms in gas at high and low temperature, high temperature and low temperature. The direction and the length of the arrows attached to the atoms show the direction and magnitude of the velocity. This direction gives you the magnitude of velocity, and these are present atoms in the solid. The velocity of atoms in the gas at higher temperature is larger than the velocity of atoms in gas at lower temperature. So whatever the velocity is depend upon their temperature. If the temperature is high, then its velocity is high. If the temperature is low, then velocity will also be low. Just keep this diagram in your mind. We have to lot of discussion related the same. Now we can say the velocities of atom in a solid object. You can observe here in figure 14.3. The atoms in a solid object are tied to one another. You can observe here in the solid, all the atoms get attracted towards each other because the spring bond is there between them, and lot of force is attractive force between them, and they always try to attract each other. Okay, so that we can say it cannot be dispatched from their places because they are having very strong bond with them. So because of heat, they oscillate around their fixed position. Because of heat, they oscillate around its fixed position. You can observe here, due to this frictional force, they just move around with the fixed position. Higher the temperature of the solid, faster their velocity of oscillation. If temperature is high, then definitely its velocity also high. So suppose we have A and B, two objects made from the same substance. If you have A and B, two objects which are from same substance, any substance like iron or copper, any substance. Suppose these two objects are having same substance, the mass of A is twice the mass of B. Likewise, A is heavier than the B. A is heavier than the B. Okay, which means we can say if the number of A is twice the number of B, then even if the temperature of A and B are equal, that is average kinetic energy of atoms in A is same as that in B. If we can, their temperature is same. If A is higher, if A is double than B, then we can say their temperatures are equal only, because we can say that is the average kinetic energy of atom A is same as that of atom B. Okay, so the total kinetic energy of atom A is twice that the B. total kinetic energy, because A is double than B, that is why its kinetic energy also twice than the B. So we can say the heat content of A is twice that of B, even though they both have same temperature, because it is double than it. Object A is twice than the B. If it is have a same temperature, then also we can say its kinetic energy is double than that of B, because it is heavier. Okay, so this is about the kinetic energy. If your object heavier than the prior and the temperature is same, still its kinetic energy is higher. Okay, as per the situation.